I love a good shortbread bicky at Christmas time. But you don't only have to make shortbreads at Christmas, they're all year round. And Trish from the Cadbury Kitchen is here to show us how easy they are to make.
They are really easy, and today we're going to do a beautiful little milk chocolate shortbread heart. First things first, we need to cream the butter and sugar. Make sure that butter is nice and soft so that it whips up really well. A third of a cup of sugar over here.
Trish, what makes a shortbread a shortbread?
The high proportion of butter in the mixture actually really makes it lovely and short and gives it that lovely melt in the mouth feel that's so yummy about shortbread. All right, so when they go together, we just need to turn that on and allow that to whip, incorporate air and kind of change colour. That's looking pretty good.
And white now.
Yeah, you'll see that it sort of changes colour, which is great. We want to sort of get that to happen. Now we need to add the flour. So we've got 2 1/4 cups of plain flour. Beautiful. And some rice flour. Rice flour is a traditional thing for shortbread. It doesn't have any gluten in it, so it doesn't it doesn't toughen the mixture. So we'll let that just mix through.
On the lower speed so we don't get a flour bowl.
That should be enough, I think. There we are, beautiful. Oh yeah, that looks great, doesn't it?
I'll take that out for you.
Beauty.
And shortbread you keep classic, but you could put a little bit of lemon zest in there if you like. It's different flavours. We added some vanilla bean paste, which is really, really lovely, isn't it?
I love it with a bit of vanilla bean paste because it gives it just a lovely flavour. All right, so all we need to do here is just to knead that lightly together. Sometimes when you see recipes, depending on how traditional it is for the shortbread, it will tell you to knead it, and sometimes knead it for 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to actually leave it at that. That looks beautifully soft and terrific, ready to go. And we're going to roll it, because we're going to cut them into cookies, we're going to actually roll it between a couple of sheets of paper. Okay, I always think it makes sense to start with the shape you want to finish with. So we're going rectangle to fit the piece of paper, actually. So we'll just continue to roll this between the paper until it's a nice even thickness.
How thick?
Around about 3 millimetres.
And so this will go into the fridge as is to firm up, and then when we come back, we're going to cut our love heart shapes. How long do you cook them in the oven for?
Nice and slow, around 150 degrees Celsius, and around about 20 to 25 minutes.
How am I doing here?
Good. Okay, they look great, don't they?
They do.
I'm going to actually take those off and allow them to cool on the rack. While I'm doing that, would you mind getting started with the chocolate, please?
Sure. Usually we've got a double boiler sitting here, and that's how we melt our chocolate.
Because we want to retain the temper in the chocolate, we're going to do it in a plastic bowl, because then there's no extra heat transferred. And when you do it in the microwave, you can do it in short bursts so that it just barely melts the chocolate and helps to retain the temper. About 30 to 40 seconds on 50% power. And then you can come out and give it a good stir, because the chocolate will probably still have its shape, and then put it back in and give it a little longer. And when we pipe it into the little hearts in the centre here, it'll set beautifully at room temp.
And that's what tempering's all about. So it'll just sit right in the centre.
In the middle.
Lovely.
Yeah,
And I'll check this chocolate. Check the bowl. Not too hot.
Okay, that's just perfect. There's a couple of little lumps there, but if we keep stirring, the warmth that's actually in the chocolate will get it nice and smooth. So now that they're cool, they've cooled down, we can put them back onto a lined tray.
I'll give you that
so that we can actually pipe the chocolate in.
And you want to be really careful, because you don't want to break them. We've made all this effort.
There we go. Okay, push it down to the end and snip off the end,
away.
and off we go. In order to get into the centre of that little heart, the little piping bag really makes it easy.
Oh, they look good. And so how long do we allow these to set? We don't put them in the fridge.
No.
We just leave them at room temperature, well, until it firms up, so they'll take.
Pretty much. Oh, look, it depends on the heat of the room. You need to let it do its thing and set nicely at room temp, and it should be nice and shiny.
All right, well, we'll wait for them to firm up and then we can maybe have a taste.
Oh, I think we could have a taste.
They've firmed up nicely. That chocolate's not runny anymore. They look great, don't
Yeah,
they?
they do. And they're really easy.
Very easy to do. And for all different types of occasions, or just a rainy Saturday afternoon, I can see myself making these cookies.
You can have them anywhere, really. Oh, okay. Is that delicious? Short.
Oh, so crumbly. And the chocolate always makes it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Delicious.